Hi there again. Hi, this is Stephen here in Portales. And guess what? I'm at McDonald's again. That's right, still talking about the 50th Super Bowl over here at McDonald's. And there's a little sticker here. Guess what? This sticker here, you can win prizes, and guess what? You can win Super Bowl tickets and to be able to go see the Super Bowl. Everything paid. So anyway, I'm over here. I'm waiting for my meal. Now I ordered two. Trying to think what they were called. Two meal. I can't even remember now. I can't even remember. I got them. They were on this receipt. I don't know if you noticed that. Now I'm going to tell you how to get extra burger. Okay. Now you see this little receipt right here. It talks about a promo, and I don't know if you know anything about it, but it talks about a little promo. And you enter that code on the promo, and you can either get one. It's called buy one get one quarter pounder with cheese, or you can buy the egg McMuffin. And one of them is supposed to be mine, and well, the 2 quarter pounders is supposed to be mine.
There's supposed to be an artisan chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
that was his, but
yeah, these are mine with this. This was Liz and the
there
artisan.
should be an artisan.
Okay. Anyway, we're still on here, and if you enter this code right here at McDonald's, and you do the survey on the site, you can get yourself a buy one get one sandwich, and then we're doing a YouTube video, and I'm talking about McDonald's, and if you enter this code, you can get an extra sandwich for free when you buy one. And like I said, look at it. Here's what it says. I'm hoping you can look at this. And make sure you do the code, and you get a free sandwich. Okay? Now, on top of that, I want to talk to you about God. Okay? The reason I want to talk to you about God, excuse me, and I'm having a little bit of coughing because it's a little cold in here at McDonald's. And the reason I want to talk to you about God is because the fact that if you don't like God or you hate God, how do you know you hate it if you don't try it? Now, I used to think to myself that I hated having certain foods. The other day, I went to this Chinese restaurant, and I ate raw fish. And it was the first time, and before I said, well, I absolutely hate raw fish, and it's absolutely terrible. And because that was the case, I used to say I hated it. Well, when I went down to the Chinese restaurant, I ate some raw fish. I was a little bit, scuffle about it. So, I didn't really want to try it. Didn't really want to mess with it. And because of this, because I didn't want to try it and all that other stuff, I didn't realize how good it was. Then when I finally did try it, I figured, well, this is not as bad as I thought it was. So why should it be so hard? Well, so I decided to try it. And guess what happened? I didn't hate raw fish anymore. So, and then, like I'm saying today, I used to hate a lot of things. Let's see here. I used to hate this stuff called eggplant. And I still haven't tried it. Yet, I say to myself, I absolutely hate that stuff. So, but I haven't tried it. So how do I know I like it? The other day, I tried something at the Chinese restaurant called octopus. And I know you people are thinking this is some squirting little animal and it squirts out this stuff and you're going to eat it alive. Well, no. It was unflavorable. It didn't have any flavor at all. And I'm going to tell you right now, I absolutely hate octopus. But don't let me make the decision for you. So when it comes to God, I want to ask you a question. How do you know you hate God if you've never tried God? Now I've had this guy, and he's on Craigslist, and he absolutely hates God. Now, yet he says, he's an atheist, and he says, I hate God, and God doesn't exist. Now let me ask you something. How can God not possibly exist? And I'm scratching my head thinking, wait a minute. You hate God, but yet you say God doesn't exist. If an atheist is a true atheist, how can you hate something that doesn't exist? In order for you to hate the Lord or hate God, He must exist. Think about it. Is this logical? I hate God. This is the side for I hate God. And this is the other side that says God doesn't exist. Now think about it. You got these two hands out here. I hate God, and God doesn't exist. How can you have hate for something? Here's the hate side, and you say you're hating God. And this is the other side. It says God doesn't exist. Well, how do you explain how you can hate something and yet it doesn't exist? You can't. It means zero. So, it's in a lot of ways, I'd like to know how you can hate God if He doesn't exist. Well, I can't bring the Bible out here, and I'm not going to bring the Bible out here because a lot of Bible things are controversial. Now, there's this guy, and he's on Craigslist. And I read about what he talked about this person being crazy Stephen. Now, I'm Stephen, and I've posted a lot of things on Craigslist in the past. And in the last 2 to 3 months now, I haven't posted anything. Now, this guy has called me gay and homosexual and faggot and everything else in the book. And yet he hates God. He's told me, I hate God and God doesn't exist. I'm laughing at him because he's sitting there saying that he hates God. He's this person that says, I hate God and God doesn't exist. How can that possibly be? And this person is just stupid, you know. And then he uses me, a person who does believe in God, and says God exists. So, and he's got this anger. Now, I don't understand, how can a person have so much hate built up inside him and say he hates God? You know, he's not a true atheist, is he? Yeah, and I've asked him, have you tried God? And he says, no, I have not tried God, and I don't believe in God. Now, and I hate God. I'm laughing at him. He's so stupid. I hate to say it. But you know what I'll tell you? I feel sorry for this person. And I feel sorry for all of you that say you hate God. Because in order for you to hate something, it's got to exist. Like I said, you got to try something out. And I'm not here to laugh at you personally because the fact that you have something you believe and you say God doesn't exist. I'm laughing at you because you're sitting there saying that God doesn't exist, but you've never even tried God. Now, a lot of times, this is something else I want to add. You know, people talk about how they hate God and they're atheists. I'm a born-again atheist, blah, blah, blah. And I absolutely hate the Lord. And I've had a lot of people, and I've heard YouTubers talk about this. I hate God. I don't hate God. I myself don't hate God. I love the Lord. I love the Lord because I believe that He exists. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, God can't possibly exist because He didn't give me what I wanted right then and there. You know, God doesn't work like anybody else. God doesn't work like you want Him to do. You know how God is like your parent. You know how parents go out and you were at the grocery store and you're a little kid. You remember when you were a little kid and you were at the grocery store and you would grab something from the deal and your mom would go, no, you're not to do that, okay? And you go, I want it, Mommy, I gotta have it, I don't care, you know, and I'm trying to represent it. Here's a little kid, I want it really bad, Mommy. You know, and here's the idea, and your mother tells you no. And you keep nagging and nagging and nagging and nagging, and either your mother tells you, no, you can't have it, or she gives in and says, here, get away from me, shut up. Okay, think about that. Well, if you hate God, or you say, well, God didn't give me what I want, you remind me of that little kid that said, I want that piece of candy and I don't give a damn what mother says. And that's why I'm laughing at you. You're acting like a bunch of damn children. Really, you seriously are acting like a bunch of children. If you don't get what you want, you're not going to believe in God. If you don't get what you want right then and there, God, you're supposed to help me. I'm about to get kicked out of my house in 10 minutes. I need you to give me some money so I can pay my rent and give me some extra money for my weed. Yet you want to sit there and say, God, give it to me right now. That's not how God works. God does not work like that. And if he does work like that, it's probably because God said, okay, fine, I'm going to give it to you. And doesn't tell you. But God doesn't work things and here to bail you out of jail. And if he doesn't bail you out of jail, you're going to say, I hate God, he doesn't exist. What kind of idiot believes that way? God is like a parent. God doesn't give you everything you want right then and there. And if you don't, you're not going to believe in him? That's the most stupidest thing you could ever say in your time. I don't believe in God because he let my house burn down. Or he let me go, he didn't do this. God didn't do anything. You caused your own problems. You caused your own problems to cause yourself to be in the mess you were, and then you expect God to bail you out of it. And you wonder why God has not gotten you out of the situation. And you expect him to just automatically release you. Let me ask you something. Why should God release you right away? What have you done for him? Have you gone to church like you're supposed to? Have you read the Bible like you were supposed to? Have you helped your fellow man? Have you done anything that was right and proper for someone else? Have you done anything that was for God? To do something for someone else and then ask for anything back? Well, if you haven't, why do you expect God to just, poof, give you miracles? Why do you expect God to give you everything? Answer me. Answer me why you expect God to just perform miracles in front of you and get you out of your situation that you put yourself into. Well, that's all I wanted to say about it. This is going to be less than 15 minutes. And I just want to let you know that if you haven't tried God, how do you know that God doesn't exist? And how can you hate God and yet say he doesn't exist? You can't. In order for a being to be there, he must exist. If you hate him, he must exist. My father used to tell me this: there is no such thing as an atheist because they always look up. That's an old joke. So, on top of that, if you have hate for a being that doesn't exist, it makes no sense, I'm going to laugh at you. And this troll that's on Amarillo Craigslist named BBW in a boxcar, I'm laughing at you. That's right, I'm laughing at you, you're stupid, and I got nothing to say. So, have a good day, and enjoy my videos, and this is less than 15 minutes. Thank you, and this is from McDonald's, Portales, New Mexico. You all have a good day. Bye.